Hello everyone and welcome to Manga Anime Talk. Today we are going to talk about Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, as you may or might not know, is the most popular manga anime on the planet right now. Everybody loves it, everybody knows it. It's just a phenomenon right now. So the question we're going to answer here today, why is Kimetsu no Yaiba so popular? When I first heard about it, I said, okay, I'm going to read this. I'm going to see why everyone loves it. And I started, and I literally had to, in mid-chapter of the first chapter, leave and check and be like, am I reading the right thing? Because I don't quite understand how this is the manga that has blown up to be so huge. Before we get into those reasons, let me give you a quick rundown of the story. A nice boy named Tanjiro. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to say Tanjiro so we don't Japaneseify it so much. Tanjiro goes down to a village to sell some things. Everybody loves him. And when he comes home, his entire family has been slaughtered. Blood everywhere. His sister, though, is still alive, but he soon discovers that she's become a demon. And there is a group of people called the Demon Slayer Corps, and they kill demons. So someone comes to kill her. And he stops him and says, please don't kill my sister. She's my sister. She won't kill humans because that's what demons do. And he, for some reason, shows him mercy. I guess he sees potential and decides not to kill her. So Tanjiro goes and he trains and vows that he will avenge his family, become a demon slayer, save his sister, turn her back to a human, and there we go. The story is rather basic. There's nothing groundbreaking about it. So once again, that begs the question, why so popular? Let's go into it. So the first reason why Demon Slayer is so popular is because the world that's been built is very deep, full of lore, full of mythology. They've built a world where there's this Demon Slayer core that takes out demons, where there's these really cool rules about how the demons can only die if their heads get cut off with the swords, and the lore of everything is compelling. The next reason we have why it's so popular, and this one really, I think, was important for me, is that the stakes are real. In this story, characters show up. They're introduced, they're in dire straits, and normally, in a shonen type of story, these characters would be okay. But in this story, the characters are slaughtered in brutal fashion. Oh, the stakes are real. Characters can die. Main characters do die in this story. This is a contrast from something like Naruto, where for the longest time, it's just like everybody's fine, everybody's okay. No one, you don't ever get the sense that anyone is in any real danger. Here, you worry. You assume Tanjiro will be okay, but the side characters that you care about, are they going to make it from chapter to chapter? What's going to happen? These real stakes are a breath of fresh air and just make the story more compelling. Okay, the next reason we have, I don't think we should sleep on the fact that the theme song is so freaking good. I can't even tell you how many hours of the day I have this thing stuck in my head. It's a real toe tapper, if you will. It'll get your toes tapping. I think that when an anime is created, they should spend a lot of time on the theme song because it sets up everything. It creates a nostalgia instantly in your mind. One of the big reasons that Demon Slayer, I think, has exploded is because the animation and the cinematography, for lack of a better word, is phenomenal. This show looks so good. Yeah, okay, they use CG. The purists out there may not like that, but when it's used so well. The fight scenes are choreographed so incredibly well. Every single shot just looks beautiful. The studio that put this together knows what they're doing. For example, you just look at the fight between the drum demon and Tanjiro. I can't even put it into words. It's really good. It's just so good. Okay, so we're getting into the real nitty-gritty now. The characters. Yes, of course you already knew this. The characters are great, they're memorable, they're funny, you like them. You want to go on this journey with them. Specifically, let's take a look at Zenitsu. That's sort of the joke, is that he is afraid of everything and he goes unconscious, and when he does, then he becomes this amazing warrior who can defeat high-class demons. I can actually see, I understand if people find him annoying. I honestly find myself laughing at him a lot. I think it's funny, but I understand if you don't like him. He has a backstory that is quite compelling, that comes later. Inosuke, he's wearing a pig mask, and no one quite understands what it is. He is a dumbass, and he's very headstrong, and wants to just beat everybody at everything. He again also has a compelling backstory that makes him a good character. Of course, we have to mention Nezuko, who is, so cute. If only more women would put bamboo sticks in their mouth, I think the world would be a better place. But we're not gonna go there. Even the demons, who are the villains, who are killing people on screen, you get with all of them a backstory that makes you, I would say, empathize with them, at least feel bad for them a little. But the thing that's interesting is that with all of those demons, they've made a bad decision that has led them down a bad path. With some of them, it's like you can understand why. And so with the villains and the good guys both having stories that make you empathize with them, that sort of creates a conflict in your heart, and that makes the characters, of course, better. Tanjiro actually is one of the only people, probably the only person, who actually does empathize with the demons, and even at times while they're dying, after they almost killed him, will comfort them and sort of put their soul to rest. The big reason is the heart. This story is overloaded with heart. The soul of the story is obviously Tanjiro. And Tanjiro went through something horrible. Everybody loves an underdog. Everybody has been, well, most people have been in a spot where you can't see up. There is no up. And Tanjiro went through hell, proceeded to willingly put himself through further hell so that he can get out. You root for him because of what he's been through and because of how much he wants it. I think you get this a lot in anime stories, where you root for the character because of what they've suffered and how much they fight. Tanjiro fights hard, and he fights for his sister. And really every character is fighting for something. And so when you are watching this, you're connecting deeply emotionally on the level with all these characters because there's so much heart in this story. So, those are the reasons, to me, that Demon Slayer is immensely popular. What do I think of the story? I don't think it's a groundbreaking story. Muzan, I would say he's not a great villain, honestly. We don't know his motivations right now. I suspect we will at some point. My score, so far, for Kimetsu no Yaiba, I would say on a technical scale, you've got to give it a 10. Overall, it's hard to say. I would just have to say, we have to see how things go. But for now, I'm gonna give it a 9. And I know that people like to dump on Demon Slayer because it's a normie anime, it's a gateway anime, but when things are well done, you just have to acknowledge it and put that out there. So that's it today for Manga Anime Talk. We will meet again soon. What I want to do is start discussing some more manga that are maybe a little not as popular and telling you if it's worth reading. So we're gonna do that. Oh, and of course, like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Wow, you're cooking eggs. That's really cool. Eggs are so good for you. And healthy. Good for you, Greg. Good for you.